So for today's video, we are talking how to balance your work, your articleship, your internship with the actual life that you are living so that you get to balance out everything and live and become the best version of yourself. The first thing that you need to do is divide your day into manageable chunks. So let's say if you don't do anything and you don't plan ahead or you don't create to-do list for yourself, what your day basically looks like is this. Now what you want is to divide your day into this. So like have at least three parts to your day, like the morning, the afternoon and the night time. For me personally it varies, and for me it's like before articleship, during articleship, or like during the traveling period of my articleship, and then after articleship. So articleship is basically internship if you don't know what that is. This first part, which is the before articleship part, you want to decide what you want to do in the time period before your articleship starts and like 1 hour before it. So for most people it basically takes at least an hour to get to the client place or to the office. So we're going to tackle the traveling time in point number 3 of this video, so stay tuned for that. But for right now, let's discuss the time before your articleship and after your articleship. So before your articleship, you usually are getting like 3 to 4 hours if you wake up early and you plan out your day ahead and you know exactly what you want to do. So for me, whenever I go to gym or like whenever I get like this immense motivation in me, this is what my mornings look like. What I like to do is basically wake up, I study for an hour, like 5 to 6 a.m. I study, and then from 6 to 8 a.m. I go and do my cardios or my weightlifting, all of that fun stuff in the gym, and then I come back, I get ready, and then I head off to work. Yeah, so this is what we want, like at least 80% of our time to look like this, and then 20% of the times we can be lazy or like we don't do all of this, which is totally fine. But if you want certain things, you will have to put in the work and just like put in the hours to those things. So I don't want to care for my body, and then I also want to like study for my exam. So these are the two main things that I'm currently working on. So the two things that I want to tackle first thing in the morning. So yeah, that is the number one thing that I would suggest you to is just like divide your day into 3 or 4 chunks, and then even if you end up wasting, let's say you have wasted the morning part and you didn't actually ended up waking up early, but still you have the night part after your articleship, and that's when you're going to put in the work. So after my articleship, I usually come back home, I take my time to do my skincare. I love my skincare, so I like give it like 15, 20, 25 minutes sometimes if I've had a really shitty day at work. On those days, I give myself a little bit extra time to do my skincare and just like take care of myself, or I like to journal even on certain days. But for the most part, this is what I do. And then like I have my dinner, the basics, like talk to my family, and then I come back into my room and I get to work, or like I get my assignments. Like right now I have my IGNOU college assignments that I need to like give out, so I'm working on those these days. But yeah, so that is another thing that you want to do. Or like if I'm not doing those, I have to study at least for an hour. So yeah, that's what my night time looks like. And in those two chunks that you've created before or after your work or your articleship, you really want to be like like you want to time block that time. Because if you are, let's say you are waking up at 5 a.m. and then you just like spend like half an hour, 40 minutes just scrolling on your bed, then there is no point in doing that. Like you could have just slept for another 40 minutes, you know. So you don't want to do that. You want to be very strategic about it and at least like block those particular 3 to 4 hours out of your day and know exactly what you want to do when, and it will be super beneficial, trust me. So I will be making separate videos on my before articleship, my during articleship and my after articleship routines. Okay, my tip number 2 for you guys is to basically take advantage of your weekends. Like for most people who are just working and not doing particularly articleship, you guys get your Saturdays and your Sundays off. You want to be very strategic about those 2 days. Now I know you have been very tired throughout the week, so you want to take a little bit easier route and like don't get extremely like hustly. So I don't know if that's even a word, but yeah, like don't do that much hustle. So what you can do is basically give yourself like 3 to 4 hours either in the morning or at the night time, and just like don't do anything in that time. But the other part you have to, as of right now, just like get some stuff done. So make sure that you're doing that, and like weekends can be such a great way to especially work on your side hustles and like to do the things that you're actually passionate about, or even pursue your hobbies for that matter. But for me personally, being a CA student, either have to go to office or I'm home and I'm getting work done, because that is just what life demands out of me right now. But just to give myself that rest, I wake up pretty late on Sundays, especially whenever I'm getting off, and then like I am not very much like I need to get this done or that done or that done. Instead I take it pretty slow, but I still get the work done because that is what is needed. So you can utilize your weekends in the best way possible, and even you can like block out some time to like go out with your friends or go out with your family, and that will be great. So pretty much one of the best things that you can do for yourself is time block your entire day, and I can make a whole separate video about this. Please let me know if you guys would be interested in such a video. Coming on to the tip number 3 that I have for you guys, it is to utilize your traveling time to the best of its abilities. So first of all, for me personally, my current schedule somewhat looks like that I travel 2 hours minimum every single day to reach the client place, and in those 2 hours I have utilized it to the max. So one day I was just sitting in my metro, and for the most part we usually just scroll on our phones, right? But I was like, you know what, this ain't getting me anywhere, so what I can do is utilize this time. So basically from my first metro to the next metro, like I usually have to change like 3-ish metros. So for the first part of this traveling time that I have, I like to like either plan out my content, or I like to learn some new editing skills that I usually am in that metro for like 10 to 15-ish minutes. So in that time I like to read, and like the last 1 hour of the ride in the metro I like to study in it. So like whatever I have studied either in the morning or the night before, I like to recapitulate it or like revise it, try to practice questions. I like to read out self-paced online modules or like all of those things. I like to take out my time for those things. Now let's be practical, I'm not doing these things every single day, every single week without fail. I do struggle a lot, but I have started seeing that me doing it even on 3 or 4 times per week is better than me doing it never. So yeah, we are always a work in progress. So that is just something I want you guys to know, that no, I'm not every single day following these things, but for the most part I like to do it and it helps me a lot. So it kind of motivates you as well at the same time. So yeah. Okay, so guys, my last and the most important thing is to please make time for yourself and don't get insane over a career or a job or anything of this sort, because ultimately you are a spiritual being living a human life and not a human being living a spiritual life. This is something that I have read in the book that I am currently reading, and it is changing a lot in me. Make sure that you're taking out time for yourself, and again, please journal or like read and do meditations or like do all these things to become a better version of yourself. Whatever works for you, please just take out 30 minutes, 40 minutes, 45 minutes, 1 hour out of your day and take care of yourself and pour into yourself as much as you can. Again, if you can't do it throughout the week, please make sure that you're doing it on the weekends or once a month. Just do like a digital detox and then take care of yourself. Literally, if you think that you're very busy, you don't have time, please go and check the screen time of your phone and you will know how busy you really are, because you can definitely take out 30, 40, 45 minutes for yourself and take care of yourself. So when I say this, the relationship that you have with yourself is the most important relationship of your life. So please make sure that you're pouring into yourself and taking care of yourself thoroughly and not taking yourself granted, not crossing your boundaries with yourself. That is the worst thing that you can do for yourself. So please don't do that. On that note, I really want and I hope that you guys will take out something from this video and implement it into your life. With that, I would like to end this video. Thank you so much for watching and I love you guys so much. It means the world that you guys comment such sweet things on my videos. I love you guys so much. Please go ahead and comment below what you learned from this video or like whatever you want to see in my upcoming videos or anything else that you want me to know. Please let me know in the comments bar and do hit the subscribe button. It will help me a lot. I really want to become a content creator someday, so it will mean the world if you guys could help me out with that, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.